Okay. Alright. So now we will continue with this. Right. Okay, so I want to bring everything. I want to bring everything from, let's say, 43, 47, I think. Yeah. Okay. So we have this game. Tests. Okay. Where is the game? A project skeleton. First website, the start of your web game, right? Did I not do that? Um, view ratio sidebar. Yeah, you make it. Okay, exercise 45, right? Project skeleton. Where's the game? We make a game. Yes, we did make a game. Uh, though I cannot remember. Basic object-oriented design. Is it here? Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir. It is here. 43. Size 43. Okay. Okay. So we have a scene. Then we have engine. Now I have to somehow get this to work. Yeah, I have to somehow get this to work, right? Okay. All right. 2, 3. Then I want to go 43. Yeah. Ah, okay. So I can just go Python exercise 43.py. It's like tell a joke, I guess. Yeah. Keypad 0 and 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7. You died. Okay. Okay, so at least this works, right? Okay, now I need this engine to be in planet sphere. Okay, we go to rooms. I think we have a room. A room is basically a scene, right? Right. Def enter. So I do have go get return the value from detect and none if not found. Then add path. How did I add path? Okay, so escape pod 2 and winner. Yeah, asterisk. I want to find out more about the asterisk in Python dictionary. I think it's like a default case, right? The asterisk are powerful. No. Um, no, no, no. Asterisk. Python asterisk. I think asterisk is like the default. Let me curiosity questions and finding asterisk in dictionaries. Okay, so let's create. I think the asterisk works like a default case. Works like a default case in dictionaries, right? So I can make let's say D equals 2. What I do, I get a message. Okay, and then I can have, let's say, anything else. Say wrong, right? And then I try to print D of say 2, and then I print D of 3. I think it is that if the entry does not exist, what should you? So yeah, key error. Okay, key error. If okay, so if it don't work like that, then why did it have an asterisk, right? Okay, my bad. And I want to switch to 52. Yes, CD2. Okay. I want to go Gothon Web project. Gothon Web project. Hmm. It don't work like that. uh, okay, great. So star add path. Okay, with star. Star is anything else, right? So how does this correspond? Right? How does it correspond to the actual? So this is if room.name death the end death the end play again and room description room. Okay. Okay, so we are adding a generic, right? Does it? Am I testing it? Generic death shoot. Um, laser weapon armory at path. Um, how does this work? Get name. Returns global add path. We add a path. Yeah, right. Paths is a dictionary. We pass in paths. We add paths. Right. Go. Oh, okay. Anything else? Okay. Set path dot get. Name description. Right. Name and description. Then we okay. Then we added paths. Then we said go. Go we provide a direction, right? Go provide a direction or an action here equals generic death. Ah, okay. Now I understand it. Now I understand it. Okay. uh, yeah. Correction. Okay. So the asterisk don't by default work. Don't by default work like. Um, don't uh, intentionally intentionally work like a default case. However, you can treat it or you can modify it. No. Okay, now I'm confused again. Okay, so we provide a direction and then none. Returns the value from deck and none if not found. Okay, so this is the end loser. how to okay, it's changed. Okay, I still don't understand how the asterisk is working, right? Okay, how to enable, okay, Flask documentation, installation, quick start, yeah, debug mode. Okay, type error, type error. This. Okay, running the debugger, Flask. The Flask debugger allows executing arbitrary Python code from the browser. It is protected by a pen, but still represents the major security risk. Do not run the development server or debugger in production. To enable debug. Okay. Hello. Okay. So we have test.py. Debugger is active. Routing. Okay, minimal let's see. You to get started, go to introduction, set up Flask, virtual environments. Okay, first name. First you imported the Flask class. An instance of this class will be our WSGI application. What is WSGI? WSGI app is a Python callable object that acts as the application side of the web server gateway interface specification. WSGI provides a standard universal interface between web servers and Python web applications. Okay. Next we create an instance of this class. The first argument is the name of the application's module package. Okay, name is a convenient shortcut for this that is appropriate for most cases. This is needed so that Flask knows where to look for resources such as templates and static files. Okay. Then we then we root, and then we use the root decorator to tell Flask what URL should trigger our function. The function returns the message we want to display in the user's browser. Okay. The default content type is HTML, so the HTML and the string will be rendered by the browser. Okay. Save it as hello.py or similar. Make sure to not call the application flask.py because this would conflict with Flask itself. Okay. to run the application, use Flask command. Okay, so we have Flask. Save it as hello.py or something similar. Okay, to run the application, use the Flask command or Python -flask. You need to tell the Flask where your application is with the --app option. Okay, Flask app hello run. Application discovery behavior as a short. If the file is named app.py app.py or wsgi.py, don't have to use the dash app. Great. Right, this launches a very simple built-in server, which is good enough for testing, but probably not what you want to use in production for deployment options. Okay. Now head over to this, and you should see your hello world. If another program is already using port, you'll see OS error. When the server tries to start, set address, see address already in use. For how to handle that. Okay. So, alright. No, but yeah, okay. modify it. Can I modify that behavior? That behavior. Let's try. Okay. Let's say x equals to t dot get. Let's pass in 2 and right. I think Python dash m pydoc dictor. Where is the get? Right. Default equals none. Returns else default. Okay, it's default else returns default. Right. Okay, so I can then print x. Right. Okay. But then it will be none. But okay. And x equals t dot get. Let's say 3. Print x. Okay, so I can define a default value. Right. Okay, and none. Okay, then I can say that default equals wrong. So default dict get takes no keywords. Default none. Oh, sorry. I just provide a value. Right, wrong. Okay. But okay, so I can do something like this. Right. Let me. This is a global, right? Right. I can go retrieve value. Right. I can take what's a key, and then I can say return d dot get key comma d. If key is not found, then I return the value at asterisk. Right.